What up, guys? It's Prime here, back at you with another video review. Or not really a video review, it's like a South Park review, cause um, I'm doing two more South Park episode reviews today. I saw 2 episodes last night. Pardon. Anyway, I saw 2 days before the day after tomorrow and Chicken Pox. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 days before the day after tomorrow now. And then in the next one, I'll go ahead and do Chicken Pox, because I've seen that one before. So anyway, like in all my South Park reviews, check out the stand of my Kyle, Chris Pianelli, a good buddy of mine, big South Park fan. Check him out. Link is in the underbar, so you can check him out. Good buddy of mine. And he and I are still debating on who, between me, we already established that he and I are like Stan and Kyle, but we still need to figure out who, like of all of us in our group, who's Cartman and Kenny, so we'll get to that bridge when we cross it. But anyway, the episode kind of starts with, I always thought, just watching the episode from the beginning, I thought that, Kyle was going to be missing. But apparently the only guy that's missing is Kenny, because this takes place after the episode Kenny dies, so I believe this takes place after it, so they don't have their, 4th friend, but hey, I'm available. So anyway, Cartman and Stan are just playing on this boat that they found, and then they find the keys in the glove box, and Stan claims he can drive it. So what happens is he starts it up and tries to drive it, but he ends up crashing into the beaver dam in Beaverton, and causes it to get a major flood, and they start blaming all sorts of people. They blame the president, they blame the government, they blame the terrorists. Shoot, they even blame crab people. But then again, they think it's global warming. And they say it's the day after that's going to start the day after tomorrow, but they say it's 2 days before the day after tomorrow, so it starts that day. So apparently they have to start locking up everybody and, taking their few valuables with them. And, hold off until the storm clears, as they call it. And then, Stan decides that they want to go rescue everybody in Beaverton, so they hijack another boat and try to get back to Beaverton to rescue those people. So anyway, they, usually it's the survival of the fittest, and, Stan's still trying to admit to his parents that he did it, but they're still not believing him. He's still having a hard time getting it out there. Because he doesn't know how to tell them, Mom, I broke the dam. So anyway, they start blaming all sorts of random things. And, they go out on their own, and then, they end up in this oil plant, and they're trapped in there because their boat crashed and they actually light it on fire. And, surprisingly, the flames haven't been enough to reach them yet. But, once they do get there and they find that the helicopters have come for them, Cartman stops Kyle clean in his tracks and points Kyle with a gun, demanding that him to give up his Jewish gold, because he keeps it in a little sack around his neck, which honestly he doesn't. And then he tries to admit that he broke. Then they get back, the storm cleared, and then everyone starts wondering what actually caused it. And then they come to the final conclusion that it was crab people, but Stan actually tries to admit that he broke the dam, and everyone starts saying that they all broke it. So really, Stan, take that as an advantage, getting off on a clean slate, take that as an advantage, man, not getting in trouble for something that you did. I consider that a bonus. Anyway, something I do know is that, something was revealed kind of for the first time that I never even saw in an episode of South Park. I saw a video on YouTube here where it kind of shows a tribute to Kyle, most of his some of those iconic moments with him, where he goes on the train with a knife to kill those gay people in that episode. Him and Stan playing Guitar Hero, all sorts of interesting stuff. But one photo that shows that it showed kind of them before him and Cartman before a fight where they're on a basketball court and Cartman grabs Kyle by the throat, by the collar of his shirt, like, and actually lifts him up where, like, a little bit of his stomach is sticking out. But then, when Stan actually decoys, here's my gold, and he actually opens up his jacket to give it to him. He actually has an undershirt, which I also find a little bit redundant, because in the episode, which I've seen this clip on YouTube, not on YouTube, SouthParkStudios.com, where it shows Kyle getting a negroplasty, or at least getting repaired to, and underneath the jacket he doesn't have another shirt on, because the guy had to draw all sorts of lines on him. So that's kind of something I never knew. It's just something I wanted to throw out there. Other than that, though, fairly enjoyable, you know? I guess I know where they got the idea for the day after... I guess I know where they got the idea for 2012. And slightly Cloverfield. Well, not Cloverfield. No, Cloverfield if you count the crab people as being that giant monster. I'm not interested in the movie, I've just heard of it. So anyway, I really think that it's a pretty good episode. Pretty interesting sounding. Caught it last night at 4 o'clock in the a.m. on WGN. I don't think it was on Comedy Central. Again, I'm just talking about this from the Comedy Central lineup. I mean, from the WGN lineup, not the Comedy Central. I rarely watch episodes on Comedy Central these days. But, yeah, and as I also pointed out in my, was it Chef Salty Chocolate Balls? Yeah, it was. Where I pointed out that Mr. Garrison still has Mr. Twig. I'm not sure if it's because they're actually airing it in Oriental Run, like in order of the season, or if they're just airing random episodes from individual seasons. Because one night, just out of the blue, the day of the first episode, Cartman gets an anal probe, which, if you've seen South Park, you've probably seen. But yeah, it's actually a pretty good episode, and Definitely's gonna be bringing that movie with me, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, when I go to BotCon. And while I'm on the topic of South Park, I want to show you guys something I found on eBay when I had family in town. Let's see if I've got it in here real quickly. Here it is. Let me just give it a second to pull up, and I'll show you. I found a seller on eBay called Belky611. It was a 99.6 positive feedback, and look what this person's selling. It's a custom Kyle hat from South Park. It's only $14.99. It's $5 shipping. Scroll down here. It says that it's cosplay hat, ski hat, hiking hat, fishing hat, skate and snowboarding hat, holiday hat, party, and it's everyday hat made to last. Wear it every day. And it's kind of a good idea for costumes or cosplay, because I'm a big Kyle fan, you know. Ask Chris Pianelli, he knows I'm a big South Park fan, especially a fan of Kyle, because kind of like he and I have nicknames. Even though it's not really my name, he calls me Kyle and I call him Stan. So we're still trying to figure out between us who's Cartman and Kenny to us, but they're still good buddies to us too. Anyway, I guess that's really about it. Later, guys, I'm out of here. Again, go check out Chris Pianelli. Link is in the underbar. Also, for any of you guys who are also South Park fans out there and want to get a little bit more taste of South Park, check out SouthParkStudios.com. That's kind of where I got the source of some of this information from some of the episodes I mentioned, but I said I haven't seen. So again, check them out. They're a pretty awesome website, and even it's mentioned in the credits. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I'm out of here. South Park's awesome.